Hey guys, it's me Krish and you're watching justkrish. So welcome back to another video on my channel. So for today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys some general high school advice. It don't matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, senior, junior, like literally it doesn't matter. This is advice just generally for high school. So I don't really know if y'all are older than me, younger than me, but I'm going to be a incoming senior, which is crazy to say. Like, I can't wrap my mind around the fact that I'm going to be a senior and I know I literally still look 12. I literally look like an incoming freshman, but I swear I'm going to be a senior. I can't even like wrap my mind behind it, but I just decided to give you guys some high school advice if you guys just really need it, and especially if you're just going to high school. I feel like this is a great video to watch. So I have them all listed on my MacBook right over here. I was going to use my camera to film, but my phone actually has better quality than my camera now since I got a new phone and everything, which is so much better to like record videos and stuff. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and let's get started. I'm just gonna firstly just talk about my high school experience. So I went into high school during COVID, so I was online and you know, things were very different back then. Like, I was literally doing online school, which really made everything go downhill just for my experience. But yeah, I was a freshman when COVID hit and stuff, which I mean, I don't really care because like freshman year really wasn't all that for me. Like, I was literally behind the screen doing all my schoolwork. It was really easy. I remember my teachers would only give like 2 to 3 assignments each week, and it was so easy to get on top of your work and just get all your schoolwork done. It was literally light work. It was one of the easiest probably years I've ever had. And when they say freshman year is easy, it really is. I mean, it depends on what classes you take and stuff, but it really ain't that hard, and it's really just like common sense type stuff. It's really easy. So yeah, and then I went into sophomore year. Sophomore year was technically like my first official year of high school, you can say. I was very antisocial that year. Like, I literally was to myself. I literally did not talk to anybody until like the second semester of sophomore year. I talked to like some people in my classes, but I really wasn't that outgoing. I didn't like talking. I didn't really like interacting with people, which is kind of like my fault. But then like junior year was kind of like my first official year, like after COVID hit and everything. Junior year actually felt like a real year of high school. Junior year, let me just say, it was hell back and forth. When they say junior year is stressful and hard, it most definitely is. Like, it's one of the stressfulest years I've ever had in my almost 4 years I've been in high school. Like, it's literally so stressful. And especially if you take advanced and just like honors classes as a junior, it's gonna get tough and it's gonna get hard. So just be prepared to just not get any sleep and stuff like that. I didn't take any advanced or honors classes, so I didn't really have to worry about that. It was more so just very stressful getting on top of your work, knowing how much like work the teachers give out, because it will get harder as like your high school goes about. I want to talk about my easiest and hardest classes, and since I'm going in my senior year, I'm going to talk about my hardest and easiest classes just as a junior. So my easiest class probably was like art. I mean, we didn't really do a whole lot in art. All we did was like projects, and we just had to like show them to the class. It was really easy. Like, it was easy grades, knowing like I never really did my projects, or I was just kind of half-assed my projects because I didn't really care for art. I've never really been interested in that type of art, so I kind of just like do whatever until I can think of, and I'd wait until like the last few weeks to do my project, which I kind of procrastinate to do it, which is my fault. But like, besides that, art is so easy. Like, let me just tell y'all, elective classes are so easy. It's so easy to like get your work done because some of the teachers just literally give you like free grades, so it's literally helping you guys out. My hardest class, I probably have to say, was Algebra 2, bro. I had Algebra 2 first thing in the morning at like 7 in the morning, and my brain cannot function for math that early in the morning. Like, I could not do it. And like, let me just tell y'all, the second semester of junior year is when it really started to hit. It was so tough, and I feel like it got really hard my second semester. Even with like all my core classes, it was just very overwhelming, I'd say. I mean, it wasn't even like hard, it was just very confusing and stuff like that. I definitely have to say Algebra 2 was probably one of my like hardest classes and just very stressful. I remember we did this project. We had to make like a sports team with like all the concessions, merchandise, and all the like stuff you need for like games and stuff like that. Bro, there was so much like paperwork, and it was just way too much for us for like 7 in the morning. Like if I had that class later on in the afternoon, I'd probably be better at it. It was easy grades because you were doing it with a group, but otherwise I literally hated doing that project. I did not like it at all. But so those are probably like my easiest and hardest classes. I'm trying to think like what other classes I took my junior year. I mean, US history is like easy and hard at the same time. It was just a lot of notes. Like history is just a lot of notes, so it wasn't really hard. But like, I'm just rambling. Let me just move on to the next topic. Alright, so now I want to cover hygiene. Hygiene is very important. I feel like this is obvious. This is key when you go into high school. Like even if you're not going to high school and like you're gonna be like a sophomore, junior, or senior, hygiene is very important. And don't nobody want to go into that school smelling like a whole rat, sewer, water, fungus, musty head ass. I don't even know what I just said. What I'm trying to say is that like you don't want to smell musty, especially if you're going to high school and you're around like so many people. Make sure you have good body odor, and just like make sure you keep lotion. If your feet are ashy, keep lotion. If you have PE that day, bring some deodorant. This is common like knowledge stuff. Like if you have PE or like any type of sport first thing in the morning, make sure you like put on some deodorant, brush your teeth, and just like make sure you smell good, or like at least decent. Put some deodorant on and you'd be good to go. I mean, this is common, like this is obvious. Don't nobody want to smell like crap. Like that's just so nasty. Like nobody's gonna want to sit by you, you know. Like make sure you smell good, like because I know some of y'all be smelling like some fungus, bro. My school literally, I don't know what it would be, but like my school literally smelled like sewers. One time it smelled like straight up just poop. I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, did someone take a shit in the hallway? Smell this bad in a school? Like it should never smell this bad. And one time it just smelled like dead rotten fish. It just smelled like random crap. So make sure you just smell good so you don't blend in with the smell, you know. Especially if you take like PE or like track. If you do track, make sure you like bring some deodorant or something to like make yourself smell good, because don't nobody want to smell like ass, or like that's just nasty. All right, the third thing I wanted to cover is GPA. GPA is very important when you come into high school. I know people be saying like GPA as a freshman isn't important, and that's what I thought when I was like a freshman as well. It don't matter. I'll worry about it whenever I come to that time. I tell y'all it matters, because like your GPA reflects off of all 4 years of high school, and then you're gonna wonder like when you're a senior, why my GPA so low? And then like your GPA reflects off of colleges. Colleges are gonna look for your GPA, so you want to make sure you get good grades and just get on top of your schoolwork, because your GPA really is weighted heavily in high school. Like I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything in this video, like it matters. And just make sure you get a good GPA. And if you know you can't take like hard classes, or you won't be able to do it, or like you will literally dead ass be struggling, take easy classes just to help yourself out, you know. Make sure you ask for help. Like teachers are there to help, and they're there to like get your grades to where you need them to be. And because nobody wants to like repeat that class next year, or nobody wants to go to summer school. I mean, I know there are a lot of people who have to make up their credits because they didn't do them during like COVID years and stuff like that, which is their own fault. Just don't be one of those people who have to like make up their credits, do like credit recovery, do them during the summer, because you were literally goofing off throughout the school year. So just stay on top of your grades. Make sure you have a good GPA. And I know people be saying GPA don't matter when you're a freshman, and it do matter. It's gonna get harder as you go on to high school. Like I can definitely say that for myself, because I remember when I was a freshman it was so easy, but I can say now that like I finished my junior year and it was very stressful and hard. Like I don't even know how I managed to make it through my junior year. Like it was bad, like it was hard, it was stressful. I was literally to the point where I was like literally stressing myself out, because I didn't know if I could make it through the school year. You know, it was so hard. There were times when I literally wanted to drop out, which don't drop out unless you really want to, but please don't drop out, because everyone is going to be successful after high school, no matter like where you go in this and that. But I'm just rambling. GPA is very important, as I said. It's going to reflect who you are as a person. GPA isn't just for one grade level of high school. Like, it's for all 4 years of high school, in case you guys didn't know that. And like, you're gonna have to submit your GPA to colleges your senior year. They're gonna be like looking for like SAT, ACT scores, GPA, depending on like what the college offers and stuff like that. Just make sure you have a good GPA and just try your best. I mean, at the end of the day, all that matters is that you guys try your best in school, because I know school ain't for everybody, but just make sure you on top of your schoolwork, because don't nobody want to like stay back in school when you're supposed to graduate a certain year. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be that person who has to like repeat a grade level and have to like stay back and stuff like that. So alright, the next thing I want to cover is join sports/clubs. This will help you make friends. I mean, I went to my high school that's connected with to my middle school, which I know like most people do that. Some people come out of state, some people come out of city. Most people are literally coming from the middle school that you went to, and I know like for the freshmen that are coming to my school, they're probably just gonna come to the middle school that I went to, if that makes any type of sense. Make sure you join sports and clubs. Join HOSTA, DECA, FCCLA. Just join whatever your school offers. Join band, orchestra, theater, art, what else, cheer, starline. Just join anything that you're interested in, and that's like how you make most of your friends, is from like sports and clubs. Like, if you're not really interested in sports, then join clubs, because it's gonna make you like become a better person. It's gonna make you like get out there and want to actually do things. And like, say for instance, like you go to a football game and you don't have any friends, like you're just gonna be sitting there bored. Like, everybody else gonna have friends besides you. So I feel like joining clubs will better help you like go to like the football games like with your friends, or just like the people you met from those clubs, or like those sports events. So yeah, I literally have yet to go to one single sports game, which is really bad because I don't have any type of school spirit, which I'm gonna start doing better at that my senior year, because all 3 years of like high school I really could care less about my school. Like, my school personally literally has like no spirit, so it's kind of hard to like enjoy school when literally no one does the spirit days or anything. And like, a lot of them are repetitive like from the past years, which I don't get why they can't incorporate like new spirit days or stuff like that. Just join whatever your school offers, and school does offer FCCLA, which I'm planning to join my senior year of high school. I feel like that'd be really fun, so I just kind of want to make my senior year just filled with like a lot of fun, because your senior year is meant to be fun. Like, your senior year is supposed to be relaxing, it's supposed to be chill, because you've worked your ass off all 3 years, and now you just kind of want to chill and like take it easy your last year of high school. So just make sure you're getting on top of your work. All right, the next one kind of leads into the last one I said, and it's making friends. Making friends is very important when you come into high school. Like, I know when you're a freshman you might have like a big ass group of friends, but let me just tell y'all, those friends are probably not gonna last you like all 4 years of high school, because your friends that you have your freshman year are probably just the friends that you had your 8th grade year. So just try to make like good friends. If you see a lot of like people getting into like drama, causing trouble and just stuff like that, don't be their friend. Make friends that are actually going to be there for you and like help you out when you need them. Like, don't make friends that are just always constantly getting in trouble. And I could say this endless amount of times: make friends that are actually there for you. Don't make stupid friends that make stupid decisions. I mean, it's okay to make stupid decisions, but like, don't make friends that are always like in drama, always want to fight, always want to do this, that, and the third. Make good friends when you get into high school, because you know, friends come and go, and that's kind of just a part of life. I know as a freshman you might think like, oh, I'm gonna graduate with these people, these are like my best friends, these are like the people that I'm always gonna hang out with. Sad to say that like, those people are probably not gonna last you all 4 years. Just stuff like that. I mean, you might know them, but you might not really have a close bond with them as much anymore. It's okay to like have a small group of friends. I mean, you don't really need a like 20 group of friends when you're in high school, because like, not everybody up in that school is gonna want to be your friend. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but like, not everybody is gonna want to be your friend. Like, you might think as a freshman you're the shit of the school, or all that, you're like the top of the school, when literally you just came into the building. So if you're acting like you're already like causing drama and stuff, nobody's gonna want to be your friend. Also, if you're an underclassman, make friends with underclassmen. Don't try to like make like friends with upperclassmen. I mean, it's fine if you make friends with like seniors and stuff, but like, if you're a freshman and you make friends with the senior, they're not really gonna last you, because once that senior goes into college, they're not really gonna talk to you anymore. So just make friends that are actually gonna be there for you and stuff like that. If you do make friends that are like way older than you, just be cautious of like their surroundings, because it happens. And that's just kind of like reality. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but I'm just kind of like warning y'all. Try to like make friends with underclassmen, and if you're an upperclassman, make friends with upperclassmen, you know, because they're smarter and like they know what they're talking about. Like freshmen, they don't really know what they're talking about. Like they don't really have that knowledge of like thinking, so they just kind of like say stuff to say stuff. So just like make friends that are actually worth it. So, and it's always good to have like a big group of friends, but one thing that I've learned in high school is that you don't need a lot of friends in high school. As I said, like you can literally be good off like 3 friends. You can literally go to games with those 3 friends and you'd be good to go. Like you'd be set to go. You don't need 20 plus friends in high school, and I'm just gonna say that because it's the honest truth. Like you're really not gonna need a lot of friends, and I swear not everybody's gonna want to be a friend. Like if you're a freshman, them seniors probably don't want to be your friend. Like you literally just got into the building, like they don't want to be your friend. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but they really don't. Stay out of like the upperclassmen's businesses if you're like underclassmen, and like if y'all become friends and y'all become close, then that's cool, like that's awesome. But it's like be aware of your surroundings when you're in high school, because anything could happen to you. The next one I want to cover is ask for help when you need. Teachers are there for you. I mean, they're there for you to help, and if you're not asking for help, and that's kind of your own fault, you know, like that's your own fault. You did that to yourself. Me personally, I don't ask for help in class. I mean, I'll ask for help occasionally, but I'm not the type of person to ask questions like every single minute of the class, you know. Like just ask for help, because those teachers are there for you to help. Like don't be scared or don't be shy to like ask for help. Those teachers are there to make you get good grades and just move on with your life and just pass the classes that you need to pass, you know. So just stay on top of your grades. And also one thing I'd say is if you're gonna act like a class clown, at least like get your work done and get good grades, because that's just gonna make you look goofy and that's just gonna make you look stupid as fuck. Don't be the person who like has like all F's and want to act like a class clown, you know, because there are people like that at school. Like they want to be like so put out there and act like a class clown when they barely get their work done and stuff like that. So just like make sure you're getting your work done, because that's all that matters really in high school. So the next one I want to cover, I kind of covered it early in this video, but I want to cover like just stay out of drama. Drama is so bad for you. Like it's gonna make you look like a bad person, and when you go to school you're gonna hear like the same people's names in other people's mouths, and it can kind of like start to get irritating and annoying. And when your name constantly is getting put into other people's mouths, it's just gonna like make you look like a bad person, and like, oh shit, what did that person do? Oh, what did they do? You're gonna start wondering like why people are always bringing other people's names in their mouth. Like it's just not gonna make you look good. It's honestly gonna make you look like a fool, and it's not gonna make you look good when you're in high school. So just stay out of drama the best you can. This one is mainly for freshmen, because I know a lot of freshmen like to start drama. Like I don't get why they like to do that. I mean, drama is not cool. It's funny at times, but it can also get really, really annoying. So just don't be the person who's constantly every single day bringing up drama and just like doing all that crap that like nobody's gonna like for. So that probably made absolutely no sense. I know there are a lot of like sophomores and juniors who also like to cause drama, so this isn't really specifically for the freshmen, but just generally don't cause drama because it's not a good look. The next one I will cover is supplies. I mean, this one is obvious. When you go into high school, you don't need binders, markers, you don't need like all this unnecessary stuff that's gonna make your back hurt. I should have taken this from my own advice, because I be getting like unnecessary stuff for my backpack I literally never use. Like I literally ordered like so many sheets of paper that I still have on my desk that I never used throughout the school year. So just don't order like unnecessary stuff that you know you're never going to use. When you're going to high school, the teachers are probably going to like provide it for yourself. I mean, all you need is like pencils, pens, probably like glue, scissors, folders, and nowadays a lot of things are online. I mean, it depends on the teacher you have. If your teacher gives you an assignment online, you can kind of just like save it in a Google Drive and like pull it up whenever like your teacher needs you to, and you can just show it and tell them like you're done, or like they're wondering like why you haven't turned it in and you have, it'll be on that Google Drive to show them. You really don't. All you need is a backpack and just like essentials to keep you like clean and stuff like that. As I said, hygiene is very important. So, and like literally pencils, pens, glues, folders, notebooks, and stuff like that. And don't get unnecessary stuff if you know you're not gonna like use it. Like I know some schools like actually give out a list of like school supplies, so just go from that list. My school don't do that anymore, like, which I don't get why, but I kind of just get what I need. I remember like previous years I get stuff that like I didn't need and I still have it just piled up on my desk. Don't get unnecessary crap that you're never gonna use. Like, don't do that. So next one I have on this list is relationships. You don't need a high school sweetheart when you're in high school. Like, come on now. All you're trying to do is focus on your grades and just focus on what you need to do. So just be that person who just is always getting your work done.
Alright, so I guess this is gonna be the end of the video. I still had another part of this video that was like 4 or 5 minutes, but there's no audio to it, and I realized that after making the video, and I was like, I ain't gonna like force myself to refilm it, so I'm gonna end the video off right over here. Even though I had more advice videos, I'm just like, I'm gonna take it out because it's just no point in putting it in, you know, since this video is already long enough. But if you did enjoy this advice video coming from a senior, subscribe to my channel. I'll most definitely have more back to school comment coming soon, so stay tuned for all like those fun little videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.